we're municipalities reach out to us pretty regularly. Either a private landowner within a municipality or the municipality themselves reach out and say, "Hey, we've been to Bridge Park or we've been to Water Street or some of our other developments." And they say, "Would you bring it here?" We ask some basic questions right out of the gate. Do you have a TIF district set up? Are you willing to do an abatement? And I think the general public, not the business thing, greedy developer immediately. But the reality is these things are very expensive to build and they are very risky, right? While we're in a great business, it's also one of the riskiest businesses you can possibly be in
Yeah.
because if you make any number of mistakes, you're going to be in deep trouble. So the reality is, in order to do these in Ohio in general, to build a parking structure privately just is it's not possible. I don't think a single parking garage in the state of Ohio is going to be built now or in the future by private funds. Just the cost is too high. And our rents in the Ohio market, people complain about where our rents are for rental. We're very low relative to many of the other markets where you could possibly pay for a parking garage because the rents substantiate it. And so in order, if we wanted to build privately, we'd have to take our residential rents up dramatically and the market just won't support it here in this market. So it's education, getting them to understand what are the benefits. And I'll say this, Dublin, Ohio, while they can be a challenge to develop in, they were very smart in creating what they call the Bridge Street District here, which includes the Bridge Park area. And understanding that if they didn't an office park centric type of development, so office was in one location, retail in another, residential in another, and the world's changing and they recognize these older legacy office parks were going to start to diminish and they were going to lose these office tenants. Those office tenants are the ones paying the payroll taxes, which are the ones, supporting the paths and the parks and all the things that people want.
Yeah.
And the both party education say, hey, let us build this density in order to keep your office tenants, keep your young people here so that when the older people are moving out of the near fields and places like that, there are young people to buy here to buy those homes. And so that's an education